Hi Taurus, welcome to March 2019. Well, hold on to your hats. You're in for a wild ride. And that's because Uranus enters Taurus on March 6th. And he'll be there for 7 years. So for the next 7 years, this is going to be the main event in your life. Now, it's going to impact those Taurians born right at the beginning. So those of you born in the first week of the Taurus cycle in April, you're going to feel the greatest impact of this Uranian energy now in your life, changing you to the core of your being. And, you know, for some of you, you just want to keep everything the same. I've got everything the way I like it. Don't mess with me. But yet, if you look deeper, you know that a little shake-up could do you a world of good. Maybe it could bring some zest into your life, some new energy that is energizing you. And in that respect, it's a really good thing that's happening. It's not always easy because it can be uncomfortable with this energy. It's like this person's just moved in with you and they're very different than you. And they sleep different times than you. They eat different food than you. They leave a mess over here. They don't shut the back door, and you're like, why did I let this person move in? There's such a disruption in my life. Well, it's what the universe has ordered. And this goes for all fixed signs. And I have Mars in Taurus, and I'm a Leo, so, this is slamming right into me. And it's crossing over my midheaven, which is one of the reasons I started my academy, because I needed to make changes in my work. So it's good if you go with it, like you don't resist what's happening and you're open to change. Where is an area in your life that you could start making some changes? Be open to change, and then the energy will be easier for you to work with, work through, and see the benefits from what is happening with you. But it's exciting. Now, Mercury is going retrograde, which is not exciting, March 5th through the 28th. So for the entire month of April, just about, Mercury's retrograde, and we're really already in it because Mercury is in Pisces. So we're in the shadow of it. That means where it crosses back, where it crosses over. And so we're not really out of the woods until Mercury enters Aries on April 17th. You want to be careful with any new people that come in your life now, because Pisces rules the area of your life that has to do with friends, groups you belong to, where you socialize, where you network. And with Mercury retrograde, and he's coupled with Neptune, this can bring in people that are just liars. And, but they can come like in a package where they just seem really great and shiny and amazing. And they're really good at lying, like people that are really good at stealing, people that are really good at lying. And so you can believe the act, like, oh, what a great gal, what a great guy, just amazing. And then come to find out they walked out, with your wallet, they're, so they're not. So be careful with the new people coming into your life right now. I'm going to tell everybody this, but, for you particularly, because it's in this area of friends and the love you receive from others, the groups you belong to, where you're socializing, where you're networking. But for all of us, we need to be careful during this cycle, because Neptune with Mercury, that's just people that lie. And we all have to be careful with it. Now, the Pisces new moon on the 6th is really hanging around till the 13th. And for you, this isn't a nice area because it's in the area of your goals, your hopes and wishes, and it does sextile any planets you have in Taurus, and it is a good moon itself. It's in harmony with Mars. It's in harmony with Saturn. And Mars is in Taurus, which is great because Mars in Taurus is about being practical, moving slowly but deliberately. Saturn is about being grounded. No get-rich-quick schemes, no pie in the sky. Saturn's about making it real, being realistic. And this is what we need right now because the rulers of Pisces is Jupiter and Neptune, and they're fighting with each other. They're going to be arguing all of 2019. It goes exact in September, so we're really not out of the woods till Jupiter goes into Capricorn in December, because Jupiter is very strong in Sagittarius, Neptune is very strong in Pisces, so they're arguing with each other. They're both standing in their own position without budging. This is why we see that in the world with a lot of different groups. And so you don't want to get overexcited about anything. Even if things seem like really great, they may not be what we think they are at all. Now, I'm not saying be negative by any means, because it is an optimistic energy. It is a spiritual energy. It's a creative energy. However, things are not as they seem. Mercury is communication. Mercury rules currency, money, commerce, business. And with Mercury in this position and in Pisces, he doesn't rule Pisces. He rules Gemini and Virgo. Both are analytical and cerebral. So having him in this water, fantasy, creative placement, not strong. So we want to be really careful with anything we're getting excited about and take solid steps for what we're going after. Because yes, there's, possibilities, what is possible, but Saturn's saying be grounded, be practical. Mars is in there sextiling, the moon, and he's also moving slowly, being practical, being deliberate. And that's what we need right now, is to not be cautiously optimistic. It's more of a show me kind of energy. Like, I'll get really excited when it's real. I don't believe the hype. This is like hype energy, where things are really hyped up. And it's like, what's true? We don't know. And if you're just being, practical, then you can really use this energy to make a new start in the money you make from the business you own, or the money you make from the company you work for, in your goals, in your hopes and wishes. But I still think that we need to, chill it out here in March with Mercury retrograde. It's not the time to launch. It's not the time to start something new. Then daylight savings times begins in the States on the 10th. Yay! The days are getting longer. And then the sun enters Aries on March 20th, and we have happy spring in the northern hemisphere. Yay! Happy fall in the southern hemisphere. And just moments after that, we have the Libra full moon. And I really like this moon because it is in harmony with Mars and Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. There is this grand trine going on at the Libra full moon. And your avatar Venus is sextile Jupiter at the time of the full moon. Goes exact at the full moon. And this can be very beneficial for you. It can be, beneficial in your career. It can be beneficial financially. It can be where you're making some great connections with others. But again, I still want you to be careful to make sure, everybody is who they say they are. stay open, but trust your instincts and do your homework. You can expand your social circle with this energy. There's a strong healing energy because Chiron is coupled with the sun opposing the moon. So this is a time of healing where you could be healing your relationships. You could be healing yourself. Maybe, you're experiencing some healing at this time. Maybe you're overcoming some sort of illness or setback, and now you're really starting to feel like yourself again and feeling healed, which is really good. And I love this trine between Saturn and Pluto and Mars in Taurus to the moon in Virgo, because, Libra. It's so early in Libra, it's almost a Virgo moon, but it's not. It's a Libra moon. But that's why the trine works, even though all the other planets are in the Earth signs, because it is only 9 minutes into Libra, and it's forming this gorgeous trine with Saturn and Pluto. And this is an amazing energy for you to be learning too. Like, this is a wonderful time for you to be learning a new skill, learning a new business, learning something creative, learning anything that you're passionate about. That this is also, working with that Uranian energy, because Uranus is opening you up into new areas. Uranus is opening you up into things that you may have not even thought you wanted to do. And, now this is something that can be applied. Another thing too with this Mercury-Neptune energy, and it's just on all month, is we can be very forgetful, or we can overlook things. The devil is in the details, and we can lose the details with this energy because it's just so blurry and foggy, and we're not seeing the details. We're not seeing, okay, what do I need to do, or what's really going on here? So that's why I say take a wait and see, be practical. You could be making some great connections, but then you could be, having trouble with some people that are just not who they say they are. Now, for some of you, there could be, someone interfering in your work. Who or what is trying to interfere in your work? For some of you, there could be someone trying to cause trouble at work. And that's what I mean by this energy is, I don't know why I always want to sing when I get to Taurus. It's like they smile to your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. It's that kind of energy where they're just like, oh, I'm your best friend. How are ya? How are you today? But, you got to be careful. So, I want everybody to be careful this month. I'm including myself. I take my own medicine here. Because, there's all this optimistic energy. And it's interesting because the moons themselves are lovely. The Pisces new moon is lovely. It has Mars and Saturn sextiling it, Jupiter challenging it, Neptune sitting with it. And over here we have this beautiful Libra moon in trine with Pluto and Mars being challenged by Jupiter loosely again. And then Uranus is in conjunct it, which is, like this weird thing going on with you at work, where, okay, what's going on? What's really going on? And, it's like the universe is saying, work on your healing, work on your spirituality, work on your creativity, be open to what needs a shake-up, be open to change, be open to new energies coming into your life. And that could be it too, like you're attracting these colorful characters into your life. And, some of them may be fine. Some of them you might even have some sizzling attraction to, which is great. I just want you to just keep it on the down low, as far as like making any long-term plans here with anybody. Take the wait and see, because it's going to take till we get to your cycle, Taurus, before we really know what the heck is going on, because Mercury is in Pisces. And even when he goes direct on the 28th, he won't be out of Pisces until the 17th. 3 days later, we're in Taurus. So that's what I'm saying. Just take a wait and see. If something is as good as it is, it'll be just as good next week and the week after. Goodness is not going to change. And if someone is who they are, if they're solid, they're going to be solid in a week from now, in a month from now. And if they're not, it's going to come out. And it's going to be embarrassing, right? Because it's going to be public. And it's so much easier if you just tell the truth. Now, Venus enters Pisces on the 26th. And that's nice for you, because that can be prosperity, abundance, and opportunity. She's working really hard for you this month. She is in that area of career and what you do in the world. And then she moves into the money you make from the business you own, and the money you make from the company you work for, your goals, your hopes and wishes. And she's in harmony with Jupiter, which is fabulous. But she is getting hit hard by Mars, which can create like strong sexual attraction, but it can also create hot, cold, like you, hate you, want you, go away. Arguing can create that kind of conflict. So that's on too. And so, for you, you got to decide what you want. What is it that you want? What do you want in your life? What do you want to see happen? And you definitely don't want to dig in, I'm not going to change. You don't want to do that. You want to be open and stay open, because we need to change. And if everything was so awesome, then why did the universe put Uranus and Mars, in Taurus? Now, Mars moves into Gemini on the 31st, which is nice, because then that brings the action to what you want, what you love and value. And I'll talk more about that when I come back in soon, right around the corner to do April. I am not waiting long to get April out. And so, for those of you open for love, well, it's on. They're attracted to you. The opposite set, or if you're same sex, whoever you like, they're attracted to you. So it's going on, definitely. And you definitely want to have fun this month and be open to who's coming into your life, because maybe they're bringing you something new to learn, or maybe they're bringing you something that can add value to your life. That, because when we're with new people, they teach us things we don't know. And so it can be for that reason, I met this person and I realized I like sword fighting, and I like Tai Chi. I like to, whatever is the new thing. And so be open to that. Be open to allowing yourself to experience this new place that you've just arrived in. Don't be in a hurry. And you don't have to figure it out. None of us might have anything figured out in March. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. Go with the flow. Listen to your higher self. Be open to new learning. Be open to the messages that are coming to you on a daily basis. Source is talking to you directly, for each one, giving you what you need to know. That's why you don't need to know even 6 months from now or a month from now. It's very important to stay present. Now, for those of you open for love, like I said, it's on. And for those of you coupled, I really like this Libra full moon. There's just this wonderful healing that's happening. And, you know, I'm not seeing any change there unless you change. You know, in other words, if you wake up and decide, you know, you want something different, or your needs aren't being met, or you need to change it up, and just talk about it, you know, communicate. Maybe we need to restructure how we do our relationship, or do something different. Bring some spice into it. It's going to be unique for each one. Money looks good. I mean, there's a lot of action in the money you make from the business you own or the company you work for, which is very good. So that is awesome. Venus is helping with the career as well. And spiritually, this is a wonderful time for you to meditate. Take that quiet time. Take that time to just ground and center and be in the flow of your divine destiny. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing my videos. Taurus, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps to support the channel, and it lets you know when I upload. So until next time, Taurus, your new keyword is surprise.